Mark Strassmann is in downtown Miami, where some streets are already flooded. Mark, it looks already really bad out there.
It's pretty miserable, Vlad. I got to tell you, we were in tropical storm conditions. Winds 50-plus miles per hour, pelting rain. I was standing in the middle of the street for much of the morning doing reports, and it's no longer possible to do that. It's too much of a wind tunnel out there. You can't really stand and keep your balance. And also there's a danger of projectiles. There's stuff flying around, debris from street signs to fronds like this thing, this size, right? I mean, this coming along and hitting somebody in the head, that could cause a lot of damage. So we moved a little bit closer to the building just to feel a little bit safer. And the good news here is, in terms of safety, is we've had the largest mass evacuation in the history of Miami-Dade County. Almost 700,000 people were ordered to evacuate, and most of them did. But there are clearly people who are hunkered down, riding out this storm, who may have a case of holdouts remorse, because these conditions really are bad. It is a little bit frightening sometimes to listen to the wind, the howl of the wind, and the whistle of the wind. And also, first responders are no longer answering calls. It's too dangerous for them. Once the winds got to 40 miles an hour, that's the point at which the first responders themselves are at risk, and we reached that point more than an hour ago. So these conditions are bad, and they are likely to get worse, and they are also likely to go on for hours, Vlad.
Mark, I know that you spoke to some of the people that have decided to stay in Miami, and you just pointed out the fact that while this storm makes landfall, when it eventually does on the mainland, rescuers will not be able to get to them. How have they prepared?
Well, I've talked to a couple of these folks. One couple that was riding it out. I'm keeping an eye on that branch. Riding it out in a high-rise on the 15th floor. They have they have hurricane shutters. They have the new thicker glass, 3/4-inch glass that is much more wind-resistant. And they have 3 weeks worth of food. And it turns out that the husband is also a professional chef. So they feel as though in that apartment building that they are going to be safe. Here's the thing, though. On the way up in the elevator, their neighbor, who had been through a number of these storms, warned them that the building tends to shake. It tends to wave back and forth, and that alarmed this couple. They hadn't thought about that. They thought, okay, this is a solid building. It's made of concrete. It's been around since 1960 or 63, they said, and we should be safe. But when you're in a building that's like, whoa, I mean, it's going to be another reminder that this storm is nothing to take lightly.
All right, Mark Strassmann, you can see already really feeling the effects of the outer bands of Hurricane Irma there in Miami.